So for 3, we see the rectangle, and we see a half a circle. So on my paper, I'm going to write down the 2 shapes. I've got a rectangle. How do I find the area of a rectangle? Length times width. I have a half a circle. How do I find the area of a whole circle? First of all, Jess, how do you find the area of a whole circle? Anyone? Area of the circle. Right. Huh? Times. So you have to have radius squared times pi. Do we have a whole circle in our picture though? No, we only have half of it. So we're going to have to remember whatever that value is, we have to take half of it. I'm good so far, Mrs. Smith?
No. No.
How do I find the area of the rectangle? What are my dimensions? What are my lengths? Hunter. To find the area. 1.5 and 2, and then, yeah, do you have the area measurement, Hunter? What is 1.5 times 2? I bet it's 3. 3, the label's feet squared, right? And so each problem has a different label to it, so make sure you're reading carefully because labels count. We're going to use pi r squared and round to the nearest tenth, but we're not going to round until the end. So 3.14, what's my radius? What's my radius? Do they give us the radius or do they give us the diameter? They give us the whole darn thing. So half of 1.5 is, Haley says, 0.75, and she's right. So it's 3.4 times 0.75 squared. I would go in this order. I do 0.7, not 2, 75 squared. Yes, so I would do this. I would type in my calculator 0.75 squared and do that first. Then times 3.14, then take half of it. I don't have any idea what that is. I have a feeling it'll be something kind of small. Did you get 1.76? Okay. And then we have to take half of that. That's for the area of the whole circle. But we have to take half of it. And so I got 0.88 feet squared. Are you in agreement with me? Because I'm doing it with you. Do we agree? What do I do with this number and that number? Which one? Why add, right? The whole thing means it's this, and implies that I'm going to add them together. Okay, so we started the hour by subtracting because we were taking out part, because part of the shading was gone. Now we're adding them together because the shading is total. So I got 3, the total of the rectangle, plus 0.88, the area of my half circle. But if I round to the nearest tenth, it's 3.9 what? Feet squared. So these aren't terribly difficult so much as it's a little bit tedious to keep track of which numbers match which shape, where your areas are, and then you have to add them together. So they're multi-step problems.